Dennis Kutrieb joins us here at Hemel, Hempstead. Dennis, were you frustrated with the draw, or was it more a case of continuing unbeaten going into the coming week?
Well, yeah, we take the point because I think they played a great game. So they give us a great fight. They chased us all over the pitch. Good energy levels. You could see our boys were not really at it today. I had the feeling a little bit like no one wanted to get injured for the big games. But then you start to struggle straight away if you don't take games seriously. What I can't say exactly at the moment, but it looked in times like second half because we had a few good chances, couldn't convert them, and then we might think like, yeah, we will do it, and we are good in defending and all these things. But that's not how it works, and that's what I said from the early start in the season, and it's still the same. You just need to make sure that you do the things right at the weekend. And you need to be ruthless. And if you have 2, 3, 4 very, very good counter breaks and situations where you enter the box and you are more or less 1v1 with a defender that you get a shot off and not that everyone can block your shots. We had a few good situations, but nowhere near as many as we normally create. And that comes down to them. So obviously we struggled with the 3G as well because we are not used to it to play on 3G. It took time to get used to it, so you could see we fell over the ball a few times, the ball went out. So from this point of view, it's good to have one game ticked off at the 3G pitch, but yeah, now we recover and then we take the next one.
Yeah, you made the 4 changes. You're not looking yourself to think about those games after this one, are you? You're just thinking about this game, but you said there that you felt 1 or 2 perhaps were saving themselves for that.
Yeah, I think in football the basics are win your 50-50 battles on the pitch, and that's what we haven't done today. So obviously, and then you always get the feeling like what's the reason for it, because normally during the whole season, during every single game, we were able to win our 50-50 battles, or most of them, and today we were not good enough in winning 50-50 battles and doing more right than wrong decisions. And we will see. We will watch the game back as always, and we don't get nervous or whatever because it's one game at a time. We again get a point, even if we are not happy about it. That's a good situation that we are still in a position, and that's similar to me and the team that we are still like not happy if we don't win games. But a point is a point. We're away from home. It's a tough place here. You could see they have a good team. They are not recently, maybe not in the best form, but they had a few good results in the past. So we were sure that it's not an easy game, and especially when you had all the games on grass in the last weeks, then you go back on 3G. It takes time sometimes. Obviously today was not the luck was not with us, and we need to go again on Wednesday.
Yeah, and Darren McQueen came off at half-time with a bit of an injury. Did that disrupt your plans at all?
No, not really. I think that's not a big deal. I think he is all right after a day recovery. He should be all right again. But obviously, if he rolled his ankle early in the game, it always gives you a little bit of a problem during the game because you can't really load your ankle like we could see in the first half with him. So he was a bit limited. That's why we took him off, and we had a few good occasions with Omari there, so that was not a big deal. But you can see, so we need to make sure that everyone's ready to go. That we can do better on Wednesday, and I'm happy that we can play straight away on Wednesday because it's always a good thing. If you're not happy with the performance, it's not so much about the result, it's more about the performance. If you're not happy about the performance, and I think that's similar for me and the team, so no one's really happy about it today. But it's always good when you can go again straight away a few days later.
You've got this busy period coming up into November. Is that something we'll have to become more used to, the draws and such like away from home in winter? Because it will simply be harder, I guess, with the amount of games to maintain the sort of form that we've been blessed with and seen up till now.
Yeah, it's tough to say because at the end of the day, as I said, you need to make sure as a team that you take the one game at a time and that you don't get distracted from other games. Obviously, we know and everyone knows, and I can't take it away from the boys, that we have big games upcoming and everyone knows it. But you can see if you don't do your daily business, it doesn't make sense because you won't have big games. And you just get big games because you get the rewards for doing your daily business in the right way. And that's what we haven't done today because you could see we can do much better and we have to do much better. And as I said, I don't care about the result. The draw is a draw, and it's a good result away here. To come with a draw is all right. So I don't have a problem with the draw, not at all. Where I have problems if we don't put the basics in the right way, and we just missed the basics because we still, whenever we did them, in a few parts of the game, we straight away created chances, and that's what you have to do. You have to do it over the 90 minutes, and when you do it, you will get your chances, and then you can score goals, and then you win games.
Yeah, and you mentioned big games. They're not coming much bigger than the next 2 games we've got coming up this week, and that's got to be something to look forward to and embrace that challenge.
Yeah, 100%. Really looking forward to the Wednesday game, looking forward to the first proper round in the FA Cup. Because that's always a big occasion for a club, and we have a chance to win this game because it's always a chance in the FA Cup for an upset. So we need to be up for it. But first of all, we need to play at Heaven, and if we don't get the basics right on Wednesday, we definitely have no chance to get points, and we will experience our first defeat. But if we can get the basics right on Wednesday, then we have another chance, a good chance to gain points on the board, and that's what we want to do. But as I said, first of all, we need to do the basics in the right way. We need to win our headers, we need to win the 50-50 battles, and then we can get something out of games.
Thanks for joining us, Dennis. Best of luck Wednesday.
Cheers.